And the show begins. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Bill, and with me always is fucking Steve. Welcome to another shot. I don't know what do we call this a podcast still, because technically we don't do anything. We don't do the audios all that much. I think we're more live streamers, maybe. What would you say?
Content creators,
brand creators? I don't know.
I don't know what it. Yeah,
that's a good question right there. Already hard.
No, probably break out the old dictionary on that fucker.
I don't know. It's just kind of either way. Welcome.
Podcast.
It says podcast. We'll say podcast. I don't know, but either way, let's hit it straight out. If you are in the Mercer County or surrounding county areas, as always, we got to give a shout out to our boy Steve's Diesel Shop. We're going to say LLC. I don't know if we need to say LLC, but we will. But if you own a diesel, want to own a diesel, you have a problem with a diesel, diesel broke down, anything and all things that has to do with diesel, call the number 724-269-0477. As always, you will get the sweetest girl in the world answering the phone, and she will put you on with somebody that will answer all your diesel questions and get you back on the road. That is our boy, Steve's Diesel Shop. I'm starting to get really fluid with that.
Yeah, it's automatic now.
It's almost, it's just, I'm saying that shit in my sleep almost. Yeah, I know.
That should work.
So, as always, better perspective. Can see you both better? Traveling truckers on here already. Yeah. I tell you what, let's just go ahead and, you know what? We're going to hit the ground running tonight, I think. So we will go ahead and post this right here. And if you are wanting to join us, we are always happy to have you guys come on here and check it out. And, it's just so much more fun to talk face to face with people. Good
face
content.
To face, not face to hands.
I know, right? Oh, wait. And then there's more. Welcome to the stage.
How you doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. We got one for you, though. Here you go, girl.
I miss when the horns used to sound like that. Have you ever heard? I don't know if you can hear the city horn on this, but it sounds like a damn Volkswagen. Ready?
You're never fucking kidding me.
Did you hear it?
Oh yeah,
not scary at all.
What's fun is
it's
when
like meep.
When I was driving delivery for United or Universal, I thought it was funny. The one dude I was riding with the one time, good friend of mine, he used the horns differently. Like if somebody was just kind of sitting at the light, kind of not paying attention, he'd give him what he called the baby horn. That's when he gave him the beep beep. But if there was somebody being an absolute idiot, then he'd give him the real deal Holyfield.
Yeah.
So those are fun.
So where are you at where it's daylight? I don't know, they let your people out during the day.
Literally 4 miles from Oklahoma state line. I'm in Kansas right now.
Oh, you're a couple hours ahead behind us. So
just one. I'm in Central.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're just on. Well, I'm thinking Tennessee. Tennessee, where I used to live, was right just on the other side of the line.
Oh, that looks very nice where she is.
Oh yeah, we're plenty dark here, up here in the northwest,
Northeast.
northeast. You know, northwestern Pennsylvania.
Same shit.
Cheers.
Yeah, you need that. Yeah, and Robert is he's from El Paso. He's his base time is mountain time. So
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That makes sense. Yeah.
2 hours
but
behind.
he won't
then.
be able to. Yeah, he won't be able to make it on tonight. He blew his tire and is going to sleep.
No, Roberto. And welcome to the stage. Steve O's in the house.
What's up, guys?
How we doing, brother?
How we're doing?
So, quick shout out. Got to give some props to Alex, who is one of our, he helped kind of build the brand up for us a little bit, and really good friend of mine. Tomorrow's the big day for him.
Yeah, gonna be a pop Steve.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Him and the missus are expecting their first. So, quick shout out and congrats to our brother Alex.
Congrats.
No horn.
I had to do it. I had to do it gentle because I'm passing people. So
She is in traffic.
I don't want them to think that I'm like,
Got
asshole.
Tourette's.
No. You'll see the finger if I mean it.
Yes.
I want to get, you're a big sports fan, those, them number one fingers that they have
Oh, the
for
foam
like
finger.
sports, the foam fingers. Did you know they make middle fingers that you can put
Yes.
in your car? Christmas list, Bill. That's what I want for Christmas. I want
Well,
one.
that kind of ruins what I was wanting to get you for your birthday or for Christmas this year. I was going to get you the little Betty White stickum that you could put in a window, and it looks like she's riding, shotgun with you.
I would love that.
It's got to be Betty White.
Wait, does that make me? Okay, wait. Does that make me Blanche?
I was thinking more along the lines of Dorothy.
Fuck yeah. Dorothy is the best. Well, other than Rose is the best, but yeah. Wait,
Steve-O,
do I
how's your
look
week been going,
manly?
brother?
It's going pretty good. With it raining, I haven't been doing much, but just hanging out the house, pretty much.
How was the old Eagles the other night? Were you down there for the game?
Yeah, I was down there.
Need to get. You know what, dude? You've talked that place up so much. You said you've never been in there, have you?
Oh, the only place within like far within 50 miles I don't think I've ever been to, and it's like the closest one.
Walking distance for both of us. How hard was it to get in there, Chief? Steve,
It's not hard to get in there.
is it like all the other clubs where we would have to get somebody to vouch for us and
Secret handshake.
Yeah, all I'd have to do is bring you guys in, sign you in, and then after 3 times you're there, then they make you fill out a membership card. And I think memberships are starting out at for $35 for the whole $35 for the first year, and then $40 after that for the whole year.
I think we can. I think that's within the budget.
Yeah. Beer's probably cheaper down there, huh?
Yep, I think they have happy hour from 5 to 7, Monday through Thursday, and it's $2 beers. They don't have draft. It's all beers and cans or pop, stuff like that.
I have to interject here, Steve. I lost my Pittsburgh accent, and I hear yours so strongly. And Robert and I were talking about it, and he can't believe that I used to have the same accent as you. But I am so entertained. So if you see me like mouthing, I hate that you can see me right now, but if you see me mouthing something that like I'm repeating you, I'm trying to remember how that accent. You're like Don. Do you go Don there? Don. I can't get it out right. Did it sound right? Don. Tan.
I don't know. I mean, you can keep trying, but the only thing I hear is
I'm getting you gloves for Christmas.
But no, I love it. Like, and Bill, you don't have it. Steve, you barely have it. But the other Steve with the wife lady, I forget her name. I'm so sorry. Wait, Katrina. Yes.
there it is.
Yes. Yeah.
Yay! Look at me remembering
man.
something.
She was the one that was
yeah.
swinging the clutches a second ago.
No, actually,
but-
that was actually my daughter swinging the club.
Oh, okay.
That was her crutch.
That was her crutch.
Yeah, I don't have much of a Pittsburgh accent. I'm originally from the Philadelphia area.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
it
why
hasn't-
yours is.
Yeah, it hasn't really grown that into my vernacular yet.
The city of brotherly flub.
Yeah, it's a really. It's funny because it's the thing. It's the only accent I have a hard time mimicking, and it's the one I was born with.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
think being from both, I lived up here until 94 and then bounced back and forth from the north and the south and north and the south. I don't know.
Yeah. You say
Last time I heard somebody say I had a Yankee accent was when I was in the South, and to me, I mean, I don't know.
honestly, if I were to geographically, if I didn't know you, if I were to have to guess where you're from, I would think almost like not really Northwest, but like Northern California, Bill.
Whoa.
You have, because California, the West Coast has like no accent at all. Like I don't hear an accent at all.
Yeah,
and, and that's kind of where you're at. I can tell that your co-host Steve is from the Northeast, but yeah, you couldn't. The other Steve, you couldn't hide that you're from Pittsburgh if you begged and paid somebody off. You have a very strong, like the Pittsburgh dad accent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Down there.
Dude, I love Pittsburgh, Dad.
You know, he's not even from Pittsburgh.
Don't tell me that.
Why
No,
gotta,
for
I mean,
real.
why you ruin it? He's Pittsburgh, Dad. It says it right there. You believe everything you read on the internet.
So you're saying he's a fraud?
Well, I envy him because he can mimic it so well. He's from the Northeast, but not, like, I guess he wasn't born there in Pittsburgh.
We learn something new every day.
And then Katrina barely has Katrina has more of an accent like co-host Steve.
The co-host. We were actually talking about that the other day. We were trying to figure out something, different for each person. And I don't know. You said Steven, but then
Or Saquon.
or Saquon. You sure about that?
You call me Saquon.
Yeah, you do drop the ball.
Fuck you.
Harry Steve and not so Harry Steve.
Not so Harry Steve.
Harry Steve and not so Harry Steve.
Which one's which?
Depends on what we're talking about. Brought to you
Ball
by
cap
Dr. Squash's
Steve.
man grooming.
Have Gronk on here. Manscaping.
Oh man, we haven't had garage beer in a while. That reminds me of, you brought up tight ends.
Yeah, we haven't had garage beer, and Kelsey hasn't had a catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand. He starts catching the balls, I'll start drinking his beer.
That's like the worst thing you could say is like it goes hand in hand. That ball has not hit his hands very well.
It's horrible.
But is Katrina not going to join us tonight there, Steve-O?
Yeah, she's right there.
Here she is.
She's off screen. She's eating ice cream right now, so she didn't want to feed her face.
Oh, that'd be the
on
perfect time for her to join us.
Get on there and crush a gallon in front of the camera.
I don't eat that much.
I fucking do. But I think it's game over. Curtains, especially on little Ben and Jerry's things. It's just not a.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus! Don't Ben and Jerry's is like my
Don't mention
fish
that
food.
you'll be going to the
Ugh.
store.
No.
Yeah, Ben and Jerry's fish food. Ben and Jerry's fish food's my favorite.
Thank you.
I eat it in one sitting. Those little cups. People are like, "Oh no, it's like 3-4 fittings." I'm like, "No, it's one and done." And once
Same
I put it
here.
in the freezer, it's contaminated, and
Ew.
yeah, I just finish it because what if it gets frostbite? Or
I'm
something?
I'm trying to figure out though. Do you finish the whole thing or do you leave the final 10% in there because a lot of it's probably going to be spit from your spoon?
That's only beer.
That's gonna there it is. I'm gonna ruin your ice cream for you.
That's only beer now.
I've never. Does anybody else believe in that? Like the last 10% of a beer is always going to be spit. Steve says that the last
Don't care
10%
by
of
the
his
time
beer
I
is.
drink. By the time I'm to the bottom, I'm usually probably pretty blitzed by then. So I guess I don't care.
Yeah, the last 2 gulps. I mean, you start tipping it back, it's done. See ya.
Nope.
I mean,
I let that last 10 warm percent of.
you never let your beer get warm. Never.
Seriously, right now?
What's the matter?
Seriously?
Dude, give us some road rage. What you got? Here it comes.
My fucking load canceled. Excuse my language. God damn it. Buy Amazon, y'all. Buy Amazon.
I got a funny story for you. Last night I was sitting at home doing a little drinking. I woke up this morning and I had an email saying that my purchase was successful on Amazon. I was like, what the fuck? I bought the most random thing last night. I bought one of those Cajuns. They're like those.
I gotta answer a call. Hold on, guys. That might be
You're
bad.
on it. Do your thing.
They're one of those like boxes you sit on. Those acoustic boxes you sit on. I have no idea.
I think they called those a simian.
no, this one's squared off.
You
Yeah,
have been listening to Howard Stern. He gets all his women to sit on a simian.
carbon lecture, yes. Yeah, so yeah, I have one of those coming tomorrow. I don't know why. But tomorrow's I'm gonna have an acoustic night. I'm gonna play some acoustics at the house.
Steve, does Katrina do, or do you do? I'm not just going to single her out. Do you guys do any weird, like just random out of the blue? I saw it on Amazon. I have to have it type of order.
No.
I could see Katrina doing that. She just
No.
seems like one of those, she's got that bubbly personality.
No.
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 Now, when I do some booze and I do a little random shopping, I'm like, oh, that looks so cool.
Well, the next time you do your random shopping, let me know, and we're going to order. What have you seen? These prefab houses that you unfold. You can get them in like 20 by 40. You can get them in like 12 by 20. But you literally, it comes in a small box, and then you unfold the walls and the ceiling. You've never seen these things.
Yeah, you're gonna have me get loaded and buy a small house.
Yeah, think about it. Next time we go to the Outer Banks, all we got to do is find a camping ground.
Oh, so you're already talking me into it.
Yeah,
I'm only 3 beers in. Fuck.
just saying. I mean, we don't have to rent a beach house. We could have a beach house already set up. Now, granted, I mean, some of them are like 1 bedroom. If you want, a sizable living room, comes with a full kitchen. We're talking stove, microwave.
How much are
Sink.
these things? How much sold the house?
Depends on what you do, for real. I saw a clip of one, this streamer ordered one, and it showed up, and it was just a box, and like I thought this thing was supposed to be bigger than this, and blah 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 blah. And then as they started looking around, they're like, "Wait a minute, look at this! Oh, hey, look, there's Twitter."
I can go on Amazon and buy a fucking house.
Give me 2 seconds.
Shit.
Oh, you're gonna like. I wish I knew how to show this online because Amazon's gonna love me for showing everybody this
Oh, I'm intrigued.
fold out house. You can get.
Oh Jesus, it's 35.
No, wait,
you're
wait,
not
no.
getting me that drunk.
Wait. That's for the fancy 2-story one.
Oh, there's more.
Wait, I
there's a-
found
there's-
one for
there's-
15,000.
There's a what?
I found one for 15,000.
I found one for 8,000, 85 actually.
Ooh.
It's a 20 by 40.
Prefabricated tiny house, 20 by 20. Mobile expandable house, outdoor storage, modern sturdy steel storage house with restroom, kitchen, cabinet, sink, outlets, and free electric water heater.
Now that I see the pictures, there is no freaking way that thing is built for someone 6'9".
Yeah, it is.
No way.
Yep.
No way. I would knock myself out.
No, you wouldn't.
All
I'm
the
telling
time.
you, they're bigger than what you think they are.
Yes. No, I probably have to like
No.
squat walking. I'd look like the wizard walking through one of the hobbits' houses in the Shire. I'd look like a wizard in a Shire is what I would look like. Absolutely not.
Gandalf the Grey Bush over here.
No.
No, dude, it's a full size. Like, look at this. Here's the specs. I think it's 8-foot walls. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I can't jump or anything.
Door
If there's
height.
a ceiling fan, it's game over.
Look, door height is 9.
Huh.
There you go. See, you learn something new every day. I need one. Oh, Deb's in the house. Aren't you supposed to be at work?
Not on this evening.
Ah. I saw one of these and, maybe later on down the road, getting something goofy like this, might, you know what I mean?
It was like easy to put up and put down. Like I can't even put a fucking tent up without a struggle. Like I almost always want to just
Yeah, they literally just,
I just want to leave the tent. I'm not even messing with it.
just got back from a football game. Did they win? That's what I want to know. Did they win?
It was a Sharpsville game. Sharpsville.
Yeah.
Middle school.
Yes,
No, freshman. No, middle school. Yeah, late middle school.
And it's wanting to do this bull crap again where it's not wanting to show me the comments, but oh well, we'll figure it out later. I think it'd be fun just to kind of like, every now and then, since everybody keeps saying we need to start doing some shorts and stuff, maybe just do a random, nothing massive, crazy.
Dude, I should have did this shit last night. I should when I was on there randomly buying weird acoustic instruments on Amazon and trying to find it.
Seven ceilings in here.
Oh, we're going to kill this man.
Well, yeah.
Whoa. If it's 1 in 7 or 1 in.
Oh, no. He was two and something. He was
2 and 14.
2 and 14.
2 and 14. Oh, I believe. nothing
Okay,
was
we're
done.
gonna make sure we pull up the just so quick recap on why we're saying this. We have a sports show we do on Thursday nights now, and I think now's a good time to announce the results of last weekend.
And how bad we suck at the NFL.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Let's see what happens here. And while Glick has he's got a short second or two. Now's a good time to.
All right.
Rub it in his face.
For college, we did 18 games.
Yes.
Okay. First place, Steve K, 16 and 2.
All right.
That's
Second place, Katie, 14 and 4.
Woo.
Glick was also 14 and 4.
Okay.
Bill,
Yeah,
you were 13 and 5. And I was 12-6 on the college side.
Okay.
All right.
Now on the pro side, 4 of us are 7-9.
4 of us from 7 to 9. Oh,
That
the
would be
NFL is brutal.
Steve, Bill, Steve, and Katie. Glick was 2-14.
Oh my god.
So that's the recap from last.
So that makes
that's-
Glick like 5 for 20. that's not good. It's not good numbers.
Welcome back to the show, girl.
Hi.
You missed it. We just did the quick recap on last weekend's picks, and hopefully all you guys can join us tomorrow night. I'll make sure to post a little bit more and let you guys know we do our Thirsty Thursdays now, starting at 7. Yeah. So obviously, I mean, that wasn't too bad, really. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, for the pilot flight.
I mean, literally, of course, I tell you what, I need to quit leaning so hard on the, not the underdogs. I don't know. I think too much. I don't know. It was just a weird weekend, but either way.
Are you
Sis,
are
how's
you
your
guys
weekend?
like straight up? Are you straight up like betting on these teams? Is that what y'all are doing?
Steve
well-
does.
Yeah, I do, but we're just picking the winners on here. Who we think's going to
Oh.
win straight up.
Because see, I want to get in on that. I think it would be fun, and I want to base it on driving, like we said, just to do a little social experiment and see how we
Yeah,
come
I'd like
out.
to have you base it on driving, and I'd like to have someone else base it on like who has the better uniforms or like who has the better name or the better mascot, and see who wins. Seriously, so yeah, we'll get someone on here and
The better fan base.
yeah, we'll get picks from someone who is totally bipartisan on all teams.
So, sis, how's your week been so far? Anything good in your world?
Well, like I texted you, started out, I've had a lot of loads canceling lately. But so I had a little bit of a longer weekend. I ordered a bunch of stuff from Amazon. I went from a 2,000 square foot home to a 900 square foot home. And for the past 9 months, I've just been trying to fit all this shit in this house. And I just kind of last month was like, I can't take it. I got to minimize. I got to downsize a little bit. So I had like that yard sale, and then I got rid of a lot of stuff. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to get smaller furniture, like skinnier furniture. So I'm not so, I still don't feel so cluttered because I like space. And so I did that until my son decided to hand over a illness to me where I got, sick, and I'm still fighting with it. But, really that's all. My cherry tomatoes are growing really big, but no, nothing terribly exciting. It rained the one day, which was nice. But yeah, nothing terribly exciting. Robert has something exciting coming up. He is going on a cruise, 10 days off, going on a
Wow.
cruise 10 days from today. So he's a butthead. No, I say that jokingly because I'm afraid of boats. So
You're afraid
I
of
told
boats?
him no. I am. I don't know. I've always been really uncomfortable on boats. Even like if I can swim, like a boat on a lake, I'm probably not too bad about. Like the lake by Lake Arthur, right? That little teeny thing. I don't mind creeks. But a boat on like a contained little lake, I could do. Lake Erie, no, couldn't do it. Yeah, I don't. They make me really uncomfortable.
You'd be a
I used to. I've had a
terrible
recurring
husband.
dream since I was. I've had a recurring dream since I was 4, and it pops into my head whenever I think about getting on a boat. Did any of y'all
Oh.
have any recurring dreams?
Recurring dreams? No. But to keep in with the subject, I've always wanted to go on a cruise. Personally, never been. I have multiple friends that have done it. So wait a minute, you can get on an airplane, but you can't get on a boat.
Correct. I have a fear of drowning.
Okay, I accept that. I can understand that.
I have a fear of drowning. And you know, I can swim. I can swim really, really good. But you can only swim for so long. That's why I think a lake is okay, because I can swim to shore.
Well, if you fall out of a plane, you can only fly
But-
for so long.
But if I'm on the ocean, I'm gonna be looking for a damn door and screaming, "Jack, fuck off!"
Jesus.
And then I'm gonna get sunburned and turn into a fried fish or something. I don't know. No,
So you put
I
the thought
just
in
it, and it kind of sucks because on my bucket list, I want to see orcas in the wild.
Orphans
and you gotta
in the
get on a-
wild?
Orcas.
Orcas.
Orphans in
Orca.
the wild. I was like, what the fuck?
and I really, really, really do. But and I've had a couple of opportunities to do that. But it boils down to a fear of the boat. My ex-husband, for our anniversary, purchased a cruise, and I asked him to try to get a refund because no. And it was like to Alaska. It would have been great, but no. But yeah, I don't. And the recurring dream is kind of weird. It's like my mom and our dad were. I was a little kid, and we were in this. I'm wanting to say a old Comet. I remember this car, and they went over to this like fountain, like a big pool with a statue in the middle, and it had like a bridge that went over it, right? And they left me in the car, and I put it in gear and drove into the fountain, and they just didn't care, and I drowned. And I have that dream over and over again, like
That's pretty
at least
vivid.
Yeah.
once a month, my whole life since I was 4.
You know, that's actually not a bad topic. I mean, overall, not the dream thing, but you said you actually want to go to places, and it sucks because you're afraid of boats.
Mhm.
Not that you can't fly to most of these places, but there's a lot of places I'd like to go, and it's going to be really hard to travel because I'm married to somebody that not only is afraid of boats, is afraid of airplanes. She's afraid to fly.
Oh,
So
Oh, no.
yeah, that makes things rather interesting. And you know, I'd say a lot of us have a bucket list that has some place they'd like to see. So I'm gonna ask everybody out there. You done? You feel better? Okay. So, anyways, Steve. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure you and Katrina have got some places you want to go. What's actually stopped you guys from, is there a particular place out there that you wanted to go, and why? What's held you guys back from it?
Hawaii.
Ooh.
We've
There we
always
go.
wanted to go. We've always wanted to go Hawaii. We've always wanted to go to the Bahamas. It's just
Yes.
with prices of things, that's what kind of holds us back.
So-
I don't like boats myself, but I was scared to fly too first until I got on my first plane, and now it's like driving a car, but you're not driving; you're like the passenger, except you're how many thousand feet in the air.
Above the cloud line, the whole deal, you know, and I'm the same way. I mean, I was scared to death the first time I got on an airplane, but at the same time, by the time I think I was 30, the first time I got on my first plane, and
4.
we took off. There was a little bit of, you know, hesitation on my end. You know, I got a little nervous at first, but then, you know, once you get up there, I mean, yeah, the turbulence gets you a little bit every now and then, and other than that, it's really not that bad.
Now I can understand more of that fear of the boats because you know if I was in a plane and it was gonna crash, like that's it. You know what I mean? I could like suffer. You're just gonna, you know, lights out. But if you fall off a fucking boat in the ocean, you drown. You get that slow like running out of gas and you know slowly drowning and like no matter how hard
Okay.
you try, you can't get back to the
Yep.
top. You need one last breath. All right, now I get it.
What's swimming underneath you? You know?
Yeah, that's the last thing I need, right? You know, I'm still trying to swim, and then we got you know shit floating around down there. Oof. All right, I understand you a lot more now.
Oh, Katrina's peeking in there. What's up?
Okay, so I used to be deathly afraid of flying. I mean, really, really afraid of flying until my mother moved to Florida. When she moved to Florida, and then I realized, yeah, I miss my mom. So I got on a plane. Years ago, therapy taught me how to do visualization. So instead of being on a plane in my brain, I convinced myself I was just taking a bus ride. I went on a big
You know
bus.
what? That's a good way to describe it. I mean, the only time I ever really got nervous on a plane, I'd fallen asleep. I'd missed my flight, and they found me a connection flight to get back to Nashville. I had to fly out of Denver though to O'Hare in Chicago, and it was actually one of those giant passenger jumbo jets, like the big boys.
Uh-huh.
Everything else is usually just like a small, 50-person puddle jumper, or at least I call them puddle jumpers. And I'd fallen asleep, and when I woke up, that thing had hit so damn hard coming down. It felt like it hit hard. It jarred me awake. But I mean, man, you see some of the best, especially when you're going through a storm, you hit some turbulence. The reaction of other people is absolutely hilarious.
My mom
I
me.
Oh,
When she texted me when I got on the ground, she said, "Well, how was the flight?" I said, "We hit a lot of construction."
had.
She said, "You don't have construction in the air." I said, "Mom, I was on a bus. I wasn't on anything else. I was on a bus." She said, "Oh, is that how you got here?" I said, "Yep, I took a bus."
Now, the worst. I don't know if I should tell you the worst flight that I ever had. It was the flaps quit working. I happened to notice that we were circling where we took out from, and in Wilmington, I think it was Wilmington. Anyhow, and the guy beside me was all stiff and everything. He was terrified of flying, and I'm talking to him, trying to keep him calm because he really was uncomfortable flying. And I could see out the window. I'm like, why are the city lights just keep reappearing? We're still low elevation. Well, the flaps weren't working, right? Well, after about it felt probably about 30 minutes of circling that airport, the captain came on and he said, "Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be going back down to Wilmington. we've been circling the airport. We're having a problem with the flaps, so we need you to put on your seat, make sure your seatbelts are fastened well, and blah 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 blah, and about the masks and everything again. And he said, "Be prepared. This is going to be a very hard landing." And this guy started, oh my God, we're going to crash. We're going to crash. I'm like, no. And I spent the whole time keeping this dude calm, holding his hand and stuff. Because for some reason, I can stay calm during trauma shit. And we hit the ground hard. And they got us off the plane and everything. And they put us in a hotel until they could get us a plane that was that worked. And they tried to put us on another plane, but it was broken too. So that's when they put us in the hotel. And the next day they put us on one of the luxury liners to say I'm sorry. And I get on the plane, and there's 2 Australian people beside me, and just people slowly coming on, slowly. And all of a sudden, me and the Australian people feel somebody kicking the shit out of our seat. I mean, not just a little kick here and there. This is straight up beating on our seat. We're like, what the hell? We turn around, and the woman behind us is having a seizure. So now I had to help them with that because I was closest to her until somebody came back and helped. And yeah, I ended up getting free flights from American for about 2 years, but for helping with that lady, because they were going to leave her after she was stable. They were going to leave her in a gate by herself because the pilot wouldn't let her back on the plane because of the medical emergency. And so I stayed in the gate with this woman, missed my flight, and yeah, so there's that story. But yeah, it wasn't until probably about 2 hours after the second plane was broken and I'm in the hotel that I was all of a sudden I was like, I got sick and clammy because all of a sudden I realized what just happened. You know what I mean? It didn't click that, wow, we were just on this side of crash landing.
Yeah, the adrenaline finally hit. It finally dissipated, and you're like, oh my God, what happened?
Right. I was just, I'm, and it's weird because I don't know why I was blessed with this or cursed. I don't know which way to look at it. But if something emergency happens, I'm cool as a cucumber. I can think clearly. I suddenly end up in a lead role where I'm telling everybody that's freaking out to, okay, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. You know, keep people busy that can't handle it, because when somebody's busy, they don't go into panic, you know? So I manage these situations relatively good. I've been in that situation. I had at my best friend's house, her son had a sleepover, and her son's friend had a seizure as well. She went into freak mode, and I got it taken care of. You know, I had her dictated to her what she needed to do and stabilized the kid. My ex had me in college take a EMT class, and I thought it was the stupidest thing at the time, but it's come into play on 4 separate occasions since I took it. So I guess it was kind of a blessing. And then also the other thing that I had happen was I had a lady die in my hands and in San Antonio, that was pretty
So is that all? You know, I hate to do this, but is that why? Is that what's held you back from going on, you know, a trip on your bucket list? Is your work might be in, you know, you feel like you kind of get stuck in those situations, or
No, not at all. Not at all. No, not at all. I'm in each occasion, I'm happy. Okay, let me explain it this way. I'm going to tell you the situation with the lady in San Antonio. So this was after my first spine surgery, and I had taken my stepdaughter to SeaWorld in San Antonio. And we had drove all day. I was sore because I had my first surgery. I took my time, but I still kind of overdid it a little bit. And she was sleepy. It was nighttime. She was sleepy. And I locked the car door. It wasn't hot or anything. So, and she's, you know, what was she, 11, something like that. So, anyhow, I went into the lobby, and there was a guy, an older guy waiting. Back up. When I parked, there was a minivan beside me with an old lady. And when I got out of the car, I was kind of stretching and I just had a spine surgery. I'm a little sore. And she looked at me and she said, her name was Patricia. She said, yeah, I understand. I just had a kidney and liver transplant. And I was like, oh my goodness, I feel stupid for even fussing. How are you feeling? She's like, oh, I've got a little bit of a headache. I can't wait to go to sleep. My husband's in there checking in. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I said, well, I'm taking my stepdaughter to SeaWorld, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry I'm going into a lot of detail, but I am remembering something. So, anyhow, I go in and he's waiting, and the guy in the lobby is on the phone talking to somebody, and the attendant is talking to somebody. And I'm in there waiting, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go out and check on Malia. So I walk out there, and you know how, like, you're walking one direction and somebody's walking, like, in a cross direction, and I kind of had already passed her, and I hear a clunk, and it sounded like somebody dropped a watermelon or a honeydew or something from the balcony. And I was like, what the hell? That old lady was just walking there. I hope somebody didn't throw something. And I look back, and she's laying on the ground. So I brush over and I holler for Malia, and I called 911. I had her call. I tried calling, and I was getting a thing. And I took advantage of Malia being so young, and I said, listen, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to stay over here by the car. I don't want you over where I'm at. I said, but I need you to call 911, and I need you to tell them that we need an ambulance immediately. And, you know, look at the sign, you know, they'll be able to find you. Okay. Because I took advantage of a little kid answering you know, making the call. So I went, I was there with Patricia. I did her vitals and everything. Bless you. And I, you know, I'm observing, and she had this purse. Okay. And this purse was like clear plastic, and it had, slots for photographs, like, you know, where you put your own photographs in it, and that hides the contents of the purse.
Sis,
And
I love you to
all
death.
over this, all over this purse. Let me finish she had pictures of a blonde young girl, okay, young woman,
On the purse.
on her purse, on the purse, hiding the contents. So I noticed it. Well, I'm not going to go into all the details, but
Too late.
oh no, there's a lot. But she ended up squeezing my hand, opening her eyes, smiling at me, and then came the death rattle. So the last thing she saw was a blonde young woman at that time.
Was that you?
And it was me. Hopefully, in her mind, I was whoever that girl that was all over her purse was, whether it's her daughter, her granddaughter, whatever. Hopefully, that's what she saw.
Now, Steve and Katrina, they've also been in like
So-
the EMT world and stuff like that. You guys had, people die, like you knew you were the last person they saw, or you had, like, it was just you and them, so like you're trying to think of the perfect thing to say to them. Have you ever had that happen, either of you two?
No, I've never had a person die in my hands.
What about you, Kat?
I've had a lot of calls some calls that I do remember when I was working as an EMT. And sometimes those dreams come back. So I still deal with that once in a while.
Yeah, there's I've had it happen a couple times, like if you're like there's a weird feeling when you're like the last person, even if it's a stranger, total stranger you guys have never met before in your life, but like it's you and them, and their clock on life is ticking down 10, 9, 8, like it's coming. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you say? Like, what do you do? Yeah, it's so hard to hide your own feelings. You know what I mean? Like you did, sis, because you wanted to be whoever she loved so much to have pictures all over the place.
Yeah,
So, and even though like you're fucking falling to total shit inside, like you're scared, your heart's racing, to have that kind of like human compassion and empathy to put that aside, even though it's probably going to fuck you up down the road, to put that aside just to be there for someone's last 10 seconds, because that person could have lived. How old did you say she was? She's an older woman?
she was in her 70s. She was 76.
So
And,
she looked a hell of a
I
fucking
don't,
age.
the thing that bothered me about that whole situation, now being in the EMT world, her husband, another thing that she was carrying. Now this is what fucked me up. Her husband, she was carrying a thing of cookies from like Walmart, the plastic thing. And her husband, I'm sitting here, like I said, I omitted a ton of stuff for time's sake, but he didn't come down and say, "Oh, Patricia," he just stood back and said, "Patricia, wake up." And then he reached down and I kind of moved thinking he was going to, take her hand or something. No, he grabbed her cookies. And then he stepped back about 4 feet and sat there and ate cookies.
I bet she made a hell of a cookie.
You hear that? They were Chips
Uh-huh.
Ahoy.
No. Well, it was just that actually, the next time I saw my surgeon, my surgeon's the one that helped me through that mental, because that was just like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? I knew she was dying. You know what I mean? And he wasn't saying goodbye. He was saying, "Get up, give me them cookies," And it really took a minute for, it took my surgeon to explain to me that people deal with stress and trauma in different ways. To this day, I still have a little ick about the fact that was his resort, was to eat. He asked me, was he a larger man? And I said, yeah, he was obese. He's like, that's his go-to was stress. Still hard for me to comprehend, but I guess acceptable. Have y'all ever come into something like that where you see the response of someone and it doesn't match up and you have a hard time with that?
Like match up as to like what you expect. them to feel, and like you expected him probably to like fall down on her side and be like, no, Patricia, and he's just like, I want your cookie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
well, like you said, people deal with shit, especially death. Especially death is probably the hardest one for people to deal with. You know, when my mom passed, you know, I was a fucking wreck. You know, and I was the older of the two siblings, and my sister was my rock. You know, you would expect, you know, the younger of the two siblings to be the one falling apart. No, it was me. Like, I was a total fucking train wreck. You know, and young sis, you know, the one that looked up to me for so long, I was the one looking up to her. You know, and I don't think that was expected.
Right.
Like a young kid, you know, if you see a baby or, you know, or someone like two and they watch their mom die, you know, they don't understand what's going on. You know, that kid's 2 years old, that kid's 4 or 5. You know, they understand. Yeah, people deal with shit differently.
I can't say I've ever. The closest I come is like maybe you know, there's been a few times I've been out swimming, you know, somebody's locked up, I've been able to bring them in, but I don't know, the closest I come was the night I found my fiance.
Yeah.
And had to do the CPR, and you know, it was really
so CPR. I had one guy on me in CPR, and that's
well, unfortunately for me, she was already gone. So by the time I got to her, and the one thing people don't realize is, you know, when you pick your friend up, you know, you hold them in your arms like this, you know, you don't realize that they've got, you know, they're holding up, you know, they're helping you out, they're holding up. Picking up dead weight is something I will never forget.
There's a reason it's called dead weight.
I will never forget that.
There's a reason they coined that term.
She had her esophagus had completely closed up already. So as I'm giving her breaths, it wasn't going to her lungs, it was going to her stomach. And that was probably the longest 15, 20 minutes of my life waiting for the ambulance to show up. And then for the next 10, 15 minutes, watching them try and shock her.
But you already know.
Yeah, I already knew. On top of the fact that her kids were back in the bedroom. And they were asleep in their room. What's up?
I said I love you.
Love you.
I love you too, Bill.
Thank you.
That's the big sister in me that just wants to hug you. You know? That wants to protect you.
But yeah, it was and I appreciate that. Thank you. But I don't know. I didn't have somebody die in my arms, but you know,
yeah. If you can go through life without having someone die on your arms, consider yourself fortunate. That's another but whole thing that yeah. If you can get through life without that, man.
I think on that note, though, well, I think we are going to take our first break of the evening. Yes, sir. Good topic. I was trying to figure out which way we were going, and then, you know, yeah, that turned into I like it. So, on the suggestion of a friend of mine, I think we need to this is a band out there that has done a cover. I think this song's about 3 or 4 years old. The cover is anyways, but for your listening pleasures, we're going to go with a little Shaman's Harvest. This is their version of Michael Jackson's Dirty Diana. We'll be right... Well, sorry. We will be right back.
Oh no, no, no. Oh no. You never make me stare, so take your weight off of me. I know your every move, so won't you just let me be? I've been at times before, but I was too blind to see that you seduce every man. This time you won't seduce me. She's saying that's okay. Hey baby, do what what you please. I have the stuff that you want. I am the thing that you need. You look me deep in the eyes, touching me so to start. She says there's no turning back. She trapped me in her heart. Likes the boys in the band. She knows when they come to town. Every musician's fan after the curtain goes down. She waits at backstage doors for those who have prestige, who promise fortune and fame, a life that's so carefree. She says that's alright, and baby, do what you want. I'll be your night loving thing. I'll be the freak you can taunt, and I don't care what you say. I wanna go too far. I'll be your everything if you make me a star. I'm real tired, you see, but I hate sleeping alone. Why don't you come with me? I said my baby's at home, she's probably worried tonight. I didn't call on the phone to see that I'm alright. Diana walked up to me, she said I'm all yours tonight. And then I ran to the phone, saying baby I'm alright. I said but unlock the door, I forgot the key. She said he's not coming back because he's sleeping with me.
Yeah. That was Shaman's Harvest with their rendition of Dirty Diana. I absolutely love that version.
I like Michael J's too.
Oh, you can't beat the original. You really aren't. I mean, you can do it, you can make it proud, I guess you can say, but I mean, I like that smokier, almost blues type. Both versions had that rock aspect. By the way, I want to when we were talking about our sports a little second ago, just to throw a quick shout out on Steve-O here. we're gonna post Glick's comment.
Oh, fucking Glick.
You're gonna love this.
What's it say?
Oh, he's gonna blame me for it.
I was put to sleep by Steve's boring betting talk. I blame him for my horrible picks.
I give you lines and totals, man.
He gave you the emoji faces, just to let you know. Yeah.
Fucking Glick.
Oh, that's our boy though.
Back on on the life thing, I'm curious. We touched on death. When y'all were a little kid, now I remember what Bill wanted to be when he grew up. But what did you want to be when you grew up, and how does that compare to what you are now, or are you what you wanted to be?
Okay, I like it.
Okay, fair enough. That's a fair question.
So let's start with you, Billy Big Rigger.
Answer your own question.
So goodness, I've wanted to be everything. I wanted to be an actress and a dancer and a singer. I wanted to be famous. And then I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I wanted to be a psychologist, and then I wanted to be, I don't know.
What was your
Bill
one
knows
big
me
one?
well. Oh, I didn't. Bill knows me well enough. Can I even remotely answer that, Bill? I'm not capable of that answer. There wasn't a big one. I live my life. You're talking to somebody that has moved to how many different states, Bill? Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Texas, New Mexico, Missouri, Ohio, Indiana. Seven states?
Okay.
I am, Bill, is it flighty? I want to do everything, and I always have.
How the fuck can you ask that question if you want to do everything?
Because it's interesting to me because it's so foreign to me to set your eyes on one thing in one place. Like Bill and Steve, y'all are married. That's that. I've done it 3 times. I'm not good at that stuff because I'm flighty. I don't. This job is perfect for me because I'm not always in the same place. I'm always doing something. I've never been one to say, boom, one thing. Huh?
Do you think now, is there anything like now, since you're out there, on the roads, is there a time when you're like, you know what, if I could go back, I would do this?
I would become a geologist.
Okay.
That I can say in retrospect, but I have a feeling that would have been short-lived too, because after I knew geology as well as I wanted to, I would go on to the next thing. That's my nature, is just, am I wrong, Bill?
No, I can't say you are. And I think that's the word I've used on you multiple times, is flighty. I don't know. I'd say short attention span would be one thing, she's got the attention span of a 10-year-old. So once it's run its course, it's almost like, okay, this is fun. Next.
Yep. That's how I look at it. I enjoy something until I don't, and until it feels like a chore, not a enjoyment factor.
I would have pegged you more for a singer. I could believe you. I could say that would have been something huge for you, to have gone on and tried to have a singing career. Now,
Thank you.
To answer your question, for me, believe it or not, it was always, I wanted to be a marine biologist, dude. And you saw how I was on the beach.
Study the old man.
Oh yeah, I want to get out there and I want to literally swim with a fish. I want specifically sharks. I've always had a fascination with sharks.
I was gonna say he is the shark man.
And oh, dude, he saw we didn't argue. We were having a very, let's call it a spirited debate over a shark caught on the pier. And even though I was able to come up with evidence supporting mine, they were just, I hate to say this about them, but they were the locals, just going, well, you're the visitor, we're the locals, we know these fish. Okay?
No, it wasn't just that. It was you have the locals, and then you have like me and Bill walking out from the bar after a bunch of IPAs. Like, oh, here lays a shark on the pier.
Well, believe it or not, that was before we got into the IPAs, though. We were mid IPA. No, we were mid IPA is the key word. I think we were on our first one when they messaged to let us know, hey, somebody just pulled in a shark. Come out here and tell us what this is.
It was early in the IPA.
Yeah, we had just started. Now, when I went to college, I literally changed my major, my decision, the day I was signing up for my classes, and I went a different direction. I thought, you know what? I like sports. So I got into sports medicine, sports management.
Which one?
And-
they're different.
Well, I was back. I was kind of both.
Okay.
But I basically, my major was sports. I was either going to do physical education or I was going to do sports management, where I could have been a coach. I could have, and to this day, I kind of wish I had kept on with my original path. But then again, how many times have we heard people say, once it becomes work, it's no fun.
Right.
Ding, ding,
So,
ding.
I don't know. I don't think I ever could have gotten bored studying fish. I really don't.
There's so many. I don't think you would have.
You got to remember that, like the ocean, we've only touched on that much of the ocean. Like there's so much that is still undiscovered and studied.
Oh, the ocean's fucking huge. You could drown in that shit.
Steve-O,
Yeah.
what did you want to be, and what did you end up doing? And in retrospect, why?
I wanted to be athletic director.
Ah,
Oh
Sports
man,
again.
that's right in your fucking wheelhouse, dude. I
I
think they're
know.
hiring one up there up there in either Sharon, Farrell, or somewhere up in Hermitage.
or he can go right here in Grove City and give. Let's get a better athletic director here.
Oh man, I didn't say shit. Let's wait for our kids to graduate before we fucking nail the athletic director.
Nope. There's my controversial right there.
No, I think he's doing a great job.
I've never seen you go shock face. Engaged.
Yeah, I wanted to be. I wanted to be at something in sports, like a sports management, athletic director, coach, so and so. But then, me being me, I quit college, and I ended up working with youth, which I really don't have a problem with what I did. I worked with youth. I worked at George Junior Republic for about 15 years,
That's right.
working with troubled youth, trying to get them on the right path.
You did a lot of driving, if I remember, right? You took them to like
Yeah.
court hearings and things like that. Okay.
Yeah. Transportation was my big job, and then I was on campus a lot, doing like odds and ends and stuff. And I really don't regret. I do regret, but I don't regret it. You know what I mean? I would have loved to have been an athletic director or in charge of a NFL team or something like that. But life just come at me, and I ended up, like I said, I worked at George Junior. I was an EMT for a little bit, which I really enjoyed. That was helping, people. I also medically dispatched for the ambulance company I was with. I also volunteered. I ran fire rescue for 8 years. Yeah, I don't regret it. And then here 7 years ago, life hit me again, and now I am permanently disabled. It's hard for me to get around, walk and stuff, but I do what I can to get around. A cane, a walker, a wheelchair, whatever I need that day, I do it.
So in all honesty, you lived out your dream regardless. You truly, your passion was helping people, and so in the end, you ended up living your dream.
Yep. And I'm still volunteering for baseball here in town. I am working for the high school now. I'm doing for basketball and girls basketball, boys basketball. I'm going to be doing both books this year. So I'm still involved with the youth in Grove City.
Did you say you were going to do wrestling this year as well?
No, I haven't been asked, but I will be at a lot of the wrestling matches.
He said Rustling, says he's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, wrestling. I say wrestling. But yeah, so I mean, right now, my younger brother actually he was the athletic director at Bethany University, but now he just got another position there, which he is vice president. So he's working his way up the totem pole. He coached and everything. So sports runs in our family. It's just how we all were. My brother Dave runs a Game Time Prospect thing. That's getting college baseball players to transfer to different schools and getting high school kids into colleges for baseball and softball.
Shit, that's great.
So, Steve.
Yeah.
Big Steve.
Yeah.
The man to my left here.
Yeah.
What did you want to be? What did you become?
I've worked every possible job under the roof.
Amen to that.
I've done
Been there.
I've done everything to pay the bills. It didn't matter. I cooked, roof. I hate heights. I was a roofer for like 8 years. I was cook for like 10 years. Line cook. Fuck. I even lied on applications to do shit I didn't know how to do. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I couldn't do that. You know, the price is right and the bills are due. You know what I mean? It's for real, man. Shit's got to get paid. I'm like, fuck it, I'm a quick learner. I've done that. Went to college. I went to college for business management.
Oh, right on.
And the classes sucked. I wanted to be some bigwig on Wall Street. Is what I wanted to do.
You wanted to be Jordan Belfort.
Yeah, I went to Slippery Rock on a basketball scholarship, and I'm like, oh, you know what I want to do? I want to work on Wall Street. I want to make the big bucks. Those classes sucked. Micro and macroeconomics wasn't for me. So I went to my advisor, and I'm like, you know what I want to do? I want to wrestle with the panda bears and the lions. I was like, I want to be a fucking zookeeper. She said, well, we don't have zookeeping here. She's like, but we can give you classes that will put you on that path. I was like, all right, so what are we talking about? She said, biology. I said, all right, I'm no longer going to be a zookeeper. I wanted nothing to do with biology, chemistry, anything like that. So I went through and I got a basic degree from Slippery Rock in health science. Didn't want to do shit with that. Went to the Army and all that goodness. Ended up what did I end up doing? I still did. Oh man, I worked at GE as like ripping down engines because the pay was decent and it was local, it was close. Just did whatever it was to pay the bills. And then I kind of went back to like when I was like 18, 19. There was something. I watched the movie Patch Adams. That's what it was. If you ever seen it, Robin Williams, he had such a passion in this movie for kids and helping people that had nobody there. I watched that movie one time and I said, I want to do that. I said, I want to help people that have nobody. So I wanted to be a nurse. I wasn't going to be no doctor. It wasn't in my cards. There's no way I was going to medical school, having kids, having kids. But I could have been a nurse, and I wanted to work in like a cancer ward for like kids that had nobody. And I'm like, people told me, they're like, that's going to be tough. Like you're going to have these like little kids, dying, terminal illnesses and shit. I said, well, they need somebody. Like they need somebody there. I was like, and if I have to go to my car every night and fucking cry, like I can go ahead and cry knowing that they at least had somebody.
Yeah. Did money play a factor in anybody's decision as a kid on what you wanted to do? Did anybody ever think, I'm going to be I'm going to go and do this and be a millionaire? Or do you think that, when we first came up with the idea, with what we wanted to do growing up, we did it for the love of,
We
know,
did it
something
for
we were
love.
passionate for.
You do it for the love at some point. You know, if you can find a job that you love and that pays your bills, you know, that's wealth in itself. If you have to go to work and you ain't fucking raiming every night, like you're working double hard. You know what I mean? Like everybody wants more at some point. You know what I mean? Like until you get older and you start actually realizing what the fuck you have, you always look for more. I hated biology. I hated chemistry. You know what I do right now? Fucking chemistry. Like,
You know, for me though, when I changed my major, again, money never played a factor in it for me. You know, I thought, you know, I love this, but I, you know, at the time, I can remember thinking this: I'll have more fun in sports. And apparently that was you know, sports was a contributing factor in like 4 out of the 5 of us that's on here right now. Katrina, I don't know about you over there. I don't know. For me, money never fully set in until I was probably in my probably after I had my first kid, believe it or not.
because your money becomes their money. It's like, so whatever you got is what they got. You know what I mean?
But you know, that doesn't change the fact that I don't regret not pursuing, you know, because in all honesty, if done right, there's money in marine biology. Of course, there was money in sports. I think everybody that has seen The Wolf of Wall Street hasn't sat down and thought, "Damn, I could have done that." I mean, but you know, then again, that was Hollywood glamorizing it, not realizing that a lot of those guys were putting in like 18-hour days, 20-hour days that were, you know, constantly on the phone. You know, they didn't get a chance to breathe.
I think a lot of people, like a lot of us, I think we all want to be something, and then while we're pursuing that, something else comes along. Because I mean, for every job, for every career out there, like there's a personality, you know, involved in it. There's you know, if you're a talker, you know what I mean, you'll be a promoter. Yeah.
Now, see,
You'll be able to sell shit. You know what I mean? If you're a hard worker, you know, you can work on the railroad. You know, if you like the grunting, you know, if you like the physical labor, you know, you go out there, you start your own roofing company. You know, if you're good with math, you know, maybe you weren't good at math in high school, but then when you turn 22, you're like, I fucking love fractions. Like, all right, please go fucking roof, because nobody loves fractions and hard labor. You know what I mean? Like, like I think like even what you want to be, I think that shit changes, man. Changed for me. And you know, I told my kids, I said, when you go to college and everything, I said,
make sure it's something you love to do.
Yeah, I said, if that's what you want to do, I said, you know what? If you come out the other end doing something different, you found something you loved.
you know, I think that we all where I say that the concept is so foreign to me, you know, it's kind of the exact same thing. You guys seem to have the restraint per se I'm a lot like you, Steve, where I've done a lot of different jobs, but you guys seem to have the restraint to hold yourself back. Like, for example, I'm going to go back a step. Steve and Katrina, y'all said, oh, I would love to go to Hawaii or the Bahamas, but, you know, it's expensive. And I'm sitting here thinking, that's not a good enough reason to not go. I mean, like, if I weren't driving, I would have already been on Google finding you the perfect trip and the perfect package, because that's how I think. When I want to do something, I just do it. My grandmother, actually, speaking of death in a way, my grandmother, about a year and a half before she passed away, I was talking to her and she said my name, And she said, I'm so proud of you. And I said, for what? And she said, well, you've never been afraid, and everything you say you want to do, you've done, and don't stop doing that. She's like, there's so many things I didn't get a chance to do, or maybe I had the chance, but I didn't, and now I can't. And I'm like, I get you. And that, I guess I was just in a way born with that mentality of, why not? Why, there's not a why not. And that has gotten me into trouble, as Bill can attest to. But I'm always like, well, why not? You guys were jazzing on me a couple weeks ago when I said I'll try anything 3 times. Because why not?
Circumstances. Not everybody has the same circumstance that you are, that you have,
Life and its fucking curveballs.
So I can say this. I don't think it's fair to say to somebody, that's not a good enough excuse when they say money, because is that person in the same circumstances that you are, that they're able to do that?
Right. I get that, but that's what I'm saying. It's foreign to me. I'm not saying I'm judging anybody by it. My train of thought is just, why not? It's just how my brain works. I realize that other people's brain don't work that way, but you view it as flighty, and I view it as just me being me. I don't know. And I'm also the kind of person that I'd be like, if you said, oh, well, it's money. And if I have the money, I'll be like, here, go, enjoy your dream. I'm just, that's me. That.
Because, when you sit down and think about it, you used to be an over the road driver, correct? Like you were constant, you've been to California a million times. You've been to, you've been across the country.
I've been to all lower 48.
What are you going to say?
But for the fun part, on that one, is you may have been there, but you really didn't get to experience except the traffic.
Some of it.
So for me, if I'm going to go somewhere, like you've been to a couple places, and I'm sure but what do you get to experience? When you can spare the extra time to do something somewhere, then you go and, I'm going to go check out this national park for a day. I got, in between runs.
Right.
I'm sure you get to take vacations, but, is that really experiencing getting one day to go out and do something? Or like when I go, I've been to the Outer Banks at least 4 different times now, 5 different times. And there's still so much down there that I haven't done yet. Like, Ocracoke Island is a small little island, and the only reason I wanted to go is because that was where Blackbeard was controversially, or it's debatable on whether or not he was actually caught there, but historically that's where he was caught and executed. So there's Kat.
I have a lot to say.
Oh, we're getting ready to run it. So yeah, that's a matter of perspective on actually getting to experience, because I drove back and forth from Tennessee to North Dakota. When I was a kid, I went with my uncle cross country, went across the northern states, over to Washington, down to California, and back across the southern states. But, even though I'd been to those states, we camped in some places, but, there was only specific things we saw across the way. Now, at 12, that was an experience, but like I said, it's all a matter of perspective, really.
Oh, yeah.
Katrina.
So
I like the name being Steve.
he had to step out for a minute. So I was listening, but I was outside. So I wasn't able to comment. When I want something bad enough, I'll find a way. I have the
Thank you.
same, I have the same brain. If I want it bad enough, yes, I would love to see Hawaii. Yes, I would love to go to Jamaica. I would love to go to the Bahamas. I would be able to do this and be able to do that. But right now in my life,
Ireland,
my
Japan,
priorities are different.
Right.
All of my income, they told me at 16 I should not have children. All I ever wanted was to have children. When they told me at 17, you can't have children. I'm sorry, you have cancer. It's not going to happen. You know what? I beat cancer and I have 3 beautiful children.
I'm right there with you. 16, they told me I couldn't have kids, and I have 3 living.
Yeah, they told me I shouldn't have children because of my back. And I said I would rather die giving birth one time than never give birth at all. So they said they would work with me. Well, then they told me when they found that I had the cervical cancer that I wasn't going to be able to have kids. And I had 4 surgeries, had all that taken care of, cancer free. And they kept saying it's not going to be possible for you to get pregnant. The day Stephen and I went in to start the process to do fertility, they told us we were pregnant.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to do fertility. So it took us so long to be able to have him. We didn't take any precautions, and 15 months later came his brother. Okay, so maybe a little bit more precaution the next time. So we waited at least 2 years for Elizabeth. But all 3 of our children have their own special needs. Stephen with his disability and all 3 of the children with all of theirs, that's my priority right now. When my children are able to look at me and say, thank you, Mom, for everything that you sacrificed and did for us, that's when I can say, okay, now I can go to the Bahamas. Now I can go to Hawaii. I can do for me once I know that they're okay.
Right. See, that's awesome. That's awesome. And once again, I feel like everybody feels like I'm judging. My children are grown,
No.
and it's just me and my wiener dog. And I've always been like this, to where the things that I've always wanted to do.
Sis, wherever you're at, you're breaking up really bad.
Okay, is this better? At all? Hello?
No, no. You whatever you're doing right now, you're breaking up real bad, sis.
I don't know why. I'm showing full signal.
Yeah, you know, I can agree with that, because there are things that I've gone back on, and like I realized I could have done, but I've talked myself out of it. So I can agree with all that.
And let's call one thing out real quick, guys. This is we said it was open forum. It's a judgment-free zone.
Right.
Nobody's judging anybody.
Okay.
But bear in mind, this is still a conversation.
Right.
So
I just didn't want
if
anybody.
you say something and I've got a question about it, or you got a question about it, or so on and so forth, it's going to be spoken.
Right. I just wanted
So
to be
it's
sure
not, it's
that.
not a judgment
Yeah,
thing.
I wanted to be sure
It's just,
everybody knew that I wasn't judging anybody. It's just everybody has very different lives.
Yeah, if
And
you're out there
I'm-
judging somebody,
And
you're a dick.
I'm so flighty. I really am so flighty.
Oh,
So it's how you guys are. I kind of wish for that normalcy sometimes, but I've never been able to wrap my head around that.
I wasn't, and Stephen wasn't taking it as you judging. I just wanted to make
Okay,
sure.
good.
You know, I have the same. He does not have the same brain as if I want it, I'm going to go get it. He would rather sit back and let me go get it for us.
That's why I'm not married.
And to the question earlier that I answered in the comments, Bill, no, I did a few sports in school, but it was junior high. I didn't get real heavy into the sports until after I got with Steven. I had a team here or a team there. I didn't, I wasn't watching sports on a regular basis, and I wasn't looking up scores or stats or doing any of that kind of stuff. When it comes to jobs, I am a lot like the Steve beside you. I am a jack of all trades. I learn very quickly. In school, I didn't graduate. I was given an option in 10th grade by my guidance counselor. He told me my best bet was to quit school, get my GED, and get on with my life, because if not, I was going to spend the rest of my life in high school. So I decided.
We're trying to figure out, like, everybody's breaking up. We're trying to find out if it's our connection or if
It's your connection. You guys keep
It's yours.
freaking on me.
Yeah, me too. I can hear Katrina just fine, though. There's no break in Katrina.
Yeah, that's what I was like. When they're saying you're having a problem, you were right there for me.
Yeah,
Their connection.
yeah.
Because I'm watching porn.
And
Yeah.
that's an issue we're gonna continue to battle and try and figure out, so we can, I hate these lags. They drive me nuts, because there's times I don't know if it's you guys or us, because on our screen we're perfect, and then like Sis, you'll break up a little bit, or you'll freeze. Katrina, same thing, and it's like. And what's fun about it is we're trying to do this from a hotspot in a detached garage about 20 feet from my house. So I've been trying to figure out Wi-Fi extensions to get out here and flow through this a little bit more, and
It gets better.
it does. We'll get there.
Oh, Sis is cooking now. Yeah.
And we had my buddy Dakota get on here, and
Dude, I wanted to say something about this. Put what he had up there back on the screen.
again.
Yep. Again. Mothers are a blessing. Dude, I have so much appreciation out there for fucking moms. Number one, they have to put up with our shit. Because we're pricks. We love to fuck up. We love to drink beer and fuck up, and then we love to not drink beer and fuck up. They had to carry babies for 9 fucking months. Dude, I can't carry a poop for 1 fucking day. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I couldn't have a baby inside me. You guys do that. We do owe you the world. Like, everybody owes you everything.
Come here.
Then you have your single moms who go out there and they do more. And most of them have the kids most of the time. That's just how fucking life is. And then they still go to school. They still do other shit on top. They make it work. And then, like, I sit there and I'm like, how the fuck do I have a bitch? Or like complain, you know what I mean? And you don't think about it at first. Then it's like you put yourself in like a single mom's shoes. Holy shit, dude! I'm a pussy. Like, I'm a total bitch sometimes when I think about it. Yeah, so I got mass appreciation from moms, single moms, and I think. I don't know. You guys are fucking beasts.
I gotta. That was I appreciate Katrina sharing her background. I mean, that was really cool. I mean, the find out that you literally put yourself in danger all to bring a child into this world. I mean, that's
what you wanted. It's what you wanted.
That's strength, devotion, and commitment right there. I love it.
Give me a child or fucking fuck this. Yeah. Congrats, man.
I got 3 more kids if you want them,
All
but
that
they're
being
adults.
said,
Mine are almost there. Almost.
You can rent them. If your kids are good and you want a headache, I'll give you my 3 adult ones.
No,
Yep.
no, that's okay. I've got enough friends that have younger little ones that
Oh,
I'll take the little ones occasionally, but yeah.
I love my kids. Don't get me wrong, but the thing that so your kids are under 18. Steve, yours are right there, and Bill, yours are right there. Well, your son is. All the crap doesn't stop when they get older. I think I actually
Huh.
worry about them no more now than I did when they were young.
It's got force,
For real.
but it's still
'Cause you're-
showing
See that?
And
strength there.
and the one thing that you say the most is, "Oh my God, I taught them better than that. What is wrong?" Oh, look, they're black.
Yeah, we lost them.
Yeah, so it's just me and you. So that's crazy. We have a lot of parallels in our lives.
Yes.
We'll keep the show going. When I was 16, I'm curious. Are you from the Pittsburgh area, the Butler area?
Grove City.
Okay, now I'm nosy. Who was your OB? Your OBGYN when you were 16? 'Cause
When I was
mine's long gone.
it was Randy Himes.
I don't. Mine was Utberg. Something Utberg. Yeah, because he told me I could never have children when I was 16. And on my 18th birthday, guess what I got told?
Welcome to motherhood.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm what? No. And then when I went to see him again, he looked at me and he said, "How?" And I was like, "Do you want position or like?"
Lose it.
I mean, you're the doctor. Tell me. So, yeah.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on right now, but the internet is absolutely. I don't know if we got a storm coming in or what the deal is. But,
Yes, we do.
you know, it's
maybe that's it.
it's enough to really play hell right now.
But I think we're
Blaming
good now, right,
us.
sis? You good?
I'm good. You're good.
All right, then we're good. Then we're good.
You're good. Now, see, do you see how they blamed you and I for this? But
Oh, the fuck
There.
I did. I did not.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Hey, breathe. Take a breath.
I just said how much I appreciate it,
Bill-
and I am not
Bill's
fucking
like,
with you.
"Oh,
my
you're
God.
breaking up," and then he's like, "Katrina, you're breaking up. Blame us." See, you were saying you stood up for us, Steve. We're blaming this on Bill.
Sure.
Thank you.
We'll go with that. This is the first time this has ever happened.
I think we're good now.
Never
Well, I
Fear
told
the
you
Goat
I'll
podcast.
help you guys.
Host is here now. Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, you got fucking. It's a nonsensical d bag.
There.
I hate that you put those up. I can't read them.
Do not blow the horn for this man. He does not get the horn.
Oh.
Oh,
I
I'm sure
cannot
he'll
blow the
scroll through and
horn.
He'll pick one here at some point.
One
It just
ringy
says "Never
dingy.
Fear the Goat" podcast. Host is here.
Oh man. Fucking good.
It just goes back to, dude, we need to go ahead and get the soundstage up and going.
Yeah.
It's just bottom line. No, you know, that would save us in the long run.
Yeah.
Not only money, but this hassle anymore of ugh.
Yeah, no, I think
So
we're good
what's
now.
on y'all's bucket list?
My bucket list. My bucket list is probably like 5 pages long, easily.
Top 5.
Katrina.
But my big one is I want to travel. I want to travel. I mean, I've been most places in the U.S. There's like just a small handful of places I haven't been to yet that I'd like to go and at least say I've been there. And honestly, like I mean, first and foremost, the three places I mean, I'd love to go and visit Ireland, obviously. I'd like to go to Romania, and I very badly want to go to Japan.
You and Robert need to go to Japan together.
Why can't I go with Robert?
Let's see. He'll take you to
Uh-oh.
Mexico.
Fine.
You'll be surrounded by them Latinos and rolling R's.
Latinos.
No, that's Italian. Hey, hey,
Italian.
Jesus
That don't
Christ,
matter.
you're kinda-
They talk great.
Okay, so what about you two? What are your all's bucket list? Are they the same or are they different? Married couple question.
They're different.
Ah.
Steve's like, I want to be
Oh.
single.
Oh, I think
No, he
he
doesn't
might
want to be
agree
single.
with
He
you on
just wants
that
that
one.
one hall pass. That's all he needs is one hall pass for a day.
I'm gonna catch that hall pass.
Go ahead, please. We stole that thunder.
What's on your bucket list?
Oh, yeah.
To go to every Major League Baseball field.
Ah.
Oh, that's cool.
I've been to 3.
You got
You got a long way to go.
I know.
Better get moving.
They got plenty of time. I like that one actually.
That'll be goody.
And you know, he didn't say football. He said baseball.
Yeah, that surprised me because there's more baseball teams.
But what's nice about that, dude? I mean, when you think about it, there's more history in baseball
There's more games.
Yeah.
than in football. So, man, guess what? I just added another page to my list. I like that. It's yours, Katrina. Come on, girl.
I used to have a lot on my bucket list, but really, the years experiences that I've already had, my bucket list has gotten real small now.
Now, there's one thing I know she wants to do, and she wants to go to Yankee Stadium because she's a Yankee fan.
We like we said, no, it's a judgment-free zone.
Well, see, the plan was for him to get me to the old Yankee Stadium, but it doesn't exist anymore. But his brother David did get me to a Yankee Stadium down in Florida. So I was at least to a Yankee Stadium. I always wanted to ride on a subway, and his brother Brian took me on the subway. I've always wanted to go to Rockefeller Center and see the tree lighted, and his brother Brian took me there. His family's done a lot of my bucket list for me without him.
Pretty much.
You know, honestly, we had a person on here a little bit ago that I'd have loved. I mean, I follow him on Snap. You know, I know him, you know, one of the local watering holes. And, dude, he does a lot of traveling. Like, he does a lot of hunting. He goes to different places. And, you know, he kind of lives the lifestyle that you guys have said. He saves up a little bit and he goes and does it. And I'd have to say, first and foremost, you know, honestly, at my point in the life, you know, yeah, would I love to travel? Again, it's why I call it a bucket list. First and foremost for me on my bucket list is as simple as it gets. Ball games and barbecues. I cannot say that enough.
No, you can't.
You know, Sundays, going to a friend's house or having friends come over here. Everybody, you know, we get the food going. We sit down and we scream and holler at the screen, you know.
That
in the
would be awesome.
summertime, everybody getting together and, grilling out and, even if it's like during the week, hey, it's Wednesday night. Let's get together for a barbecue somewhere, little cookout, do a little grilling.
Tell them we're in, kid.
I think that's first on my on my bucket list. How about you there, Peabody? You're looking off into the sky like,
no, I'm glad I went last because I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, dude, I really don't think I fucking got one. Like, I've done so much shit already, dude. I'm only 42, and
Oh yeah.
you are not 42.
yeah,
Do not lie.
I'm only 44. I've done so much shit, dude. I've already traveled the fucking world. I've already
She's got it written down. Look.
done the sports shit and all. Motherfucker.
Well, this is just one of my pages.
Oh my god,
Can he?
dude.
You want me to read them to you?
No, I think my bucket list is turning into like my kids' bucket list, man. Like, I already had my shot, at 42.
You were such a
I've already had my shot at 42 to make it happen. So, I think my bucket list is to
get him, Katrina. I can see that look on your face.
is make my kids' bucket list happen, and hopefully they are like, "Hey, Dad, you want to come?" You know what I mean? That'd be my bucket list. And enjoying
That's
my
what I'm
kids,
thinking.
and enjoying like my kids' bucket list with them.
That's what I'm
That would be
thinking.
mine. That would be mine.
As long as they're happy, I'm happy. Elizabeth keeps adding to hers. So far, we're supposed to go to Australia. We're supposed to go to New York. We're supposed to go to Paris. What else?
Yeah,
is she-
let your kids build your bucket list.
There we go. We'll just run with it.
Yeah.
She says she wants to
Did
do
Dad
all these
come?
things. She says she wants me to do them with her. So that's that. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say no. We'll go to Paris.
Exactly.
Make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, my kids are on my bucket list.
I told her to make it happen.
Like
she's
that.
supposed to go to college and she's supposed to have this big career to have the money. So when she can check off her bucket list, she's just taking old disabled mom with her.
And maybe that's on her bucket list.
It's never going to be disabled mom either. It's going to be I'm taking mom with me.
She said she's good with that. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta slow her down. It's an extra day. Fuck it.
But yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I'm with every one of you guys. I mean, traveling would be, man. There's so many places. I mean, I've been everywhere in the U.S.
Oh, dude, Europe is beautiful. Europe is beautiful. Architecture, just how people talk. I mean, once you get out of America, like we're so used to fucking America. Well, our country's huge.
Dude, I'd love to go to like Finland, Iceland.
50 states, dude. I mean, some people's bucket list is like Texas. You want to go down there and hear how that country talks?
Don't roll your eyes down there. You bear in mind you're on screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm watching this guy. Here, this is what I'm seeing. Do you see
Okay.
him backing up right beside my truck? And he like blew the shot. So.
Wow. I mean,
Oh my God.
we've all been there.
He was blowing your shot. Yeah. And I'm like, I realized I was on screen. That's why I was like, I'm not used to it.
But if
Can I tell you my
you're able to
list?
get out there and travel and shit, man. You know what? I will put one on my bucket list. I will put one on there. Australia.
I like it. Yeah.
I like
when
Australia.
I heard Australia, that one
If
hit
I
me
gotta
too.
travel to one place, man, I love rugby. I
Since
love the way.
when?
I love the way that. Oh, I've always loved rugby.
What? You and I had that discussion before.
Oh my god, I fucking love.
You
love
don't
it.
love rugby.
The finals are this weekend. I love rugby. Yeah, Melbourne Storm, Penrith Panthers this weekend. I love rugby. I love rugby. I like the way they talk. I love that they're isolated from like the rest of the fucking world.
Dude,
They're down like everybody forgets about fucking Australia. but they got fucking vampire bats and they got like anacondas and shit like that, dude. I don't like a gardener snake.
I think
I'm not going to Australia, but like I will go into like a snake-free zone.
that's all South America, homie, but you're close.
Steve, I have a friend from here that I went to school with that lives in Australia.
There you go. There's your ticket.
Is he here?
She lives in Australia.
Oh, she does.
What part?
She'll be home here in July again.
All right, when she comes back in July, can I hear her talk?
Can she get on here?
Yes. Can you get her on here so we can hear her talk? And tell me about vampire bats and anacondas. That's the only thing, man. That's the only thing, man.
The spiders don't bother you?
No, fucking dude, I'll eat a fucking spider. But no, fucking snakes, dude. A gardener snake? You want to talk about recurring dreams?
What are you gonna do if I ever put a snake out here? You'll never
Okay.
come again.
Okay.
No, I'm going to die. Immediately die.
All right,
Somebody's
so
calling.
let's take the batteries out because I hear a bunch of buzzing. Oh, there she goes.
No, I hate snakes. I
Sis was
hate
getting a
snakes.
phone call.
Dude, I have so many cats, but you know one thing I don't fucking have? I've never seen around my house in 6 years? A fucking snake.
Dude, you know you're giving me ammo, right?
Dude, I swear to God, if you fucking bring a snake in
Okay, so
I had a friend like toss a plastic snake.
He said had a friend.
Yes, it challenged their friendship. I had a friend, and my friend was 4 years old, and they threw a fucking like a rubber snake at me. I was so scared. I was so scared.
You know what? That's something you and our friend April have in common. Dude. She is
I-
petrified of them.
Oh my God, they're the fucking worst fucking. They're the
No, I'm not. They're the coolest fucking animal in the world. I love them.
no, they're the devil
Okay.
servants. That's what they are.
Go ahead.
They're
Wait.
the devil
Wait.
servants.
Okay, let Katrina talk. Breathe.
wait. I'll trade just Steve. I will take care of any snake for you because I love snakes.
Deal.
I'm good with snakes. You take
I
care
don't
of
care what you want. You want my firstborn? What is that?
What is that? Is that a spider?
Yes,
Spider.
It's a
Spider?
tarantula. It's a tarantula in my daughter's hands.
Ah,
Like a real one?
that's a red knee. You
Yeah.
can see it.
Yeah, I'll
That's
take
a
a fucking
real
golf
one.
club to it. You want me to take a golf club to it, dude? I'll
Yeah,
send it from the
My
first to the
daughter
18th.
knows. Elizabeth knows. I am deathly afraid of spiders. I can
But
handle
she's
the
so
little
tough.
ones. The little ones. I can handle them. And I can handle daddy long legs. I can handle those. She sends me out of nowhere this picture and says, Mom, look at how cool this is. I went into a straight out panic attack.
And she ain't lying.
We just literally
I-
got like, I mean, our laughs just went through the damn roof.
No, seriously. No, seriously. No, I'll shit a fucking biscuit if a fucking snake comes, like, I don't know, even like on the property.
I always warned my ultimate joke one of these times, especially if you drive, I am going to have a rubber snake attached to a fishing line. And when you open that door and that line grabs and that snake comes shooting out.
Dude, more snakes have made me cry than women.
Oh my dude, I love it.
Oh my God, I'm so scared of them.
This is something I never knew about him.
No,
honestly.
No, I grew up, right? Where I grew up on a farm, and across the street, there were 2 lakes, 2 ponds. There were 2 ponds, but we had water snakes. All right, so when you're a kid, what do you want to do? You want to fucking swim. So we'd always go in there and swim. If you ever seen a water snake, all that comes up is the head, but you can see the whole body and the whole tail coming, right? I couldn't swim fast enough. I couldn't outswim a fucking water snake. Not fucking venomous, nothing like that.
Oh yeah.
I can just
Oh,
visualize
bottom
him
of the
doggy
pond.
paddling.
At the bottom of the pond, there's mud. So like when you get down, and I was a little tall for a kid, so like my foot touched the bottom, and I got stuck in the mud. This snake came right up on my 6.
Dude, you would have
And he was right there, like he was licking my face and shit like that.
he was
And
like
dude, no, seriously, it was traumatic. It was fucking traumatic. Chris, no, I had both my children right there. It was so bad. Oh my god.
You would have hated me about 10 years ago then. Actually, a little longer than 10 years now.
What the fuck are you?
No, it
snake
wasn't.
charmer? Don't tell me you're snake charmer.
Dude, I had two of them. I had a red tail boa
did?
that was about I had a red tail boa that was about 10 long,
You had the
10 foot long.
the ball python.
And I got this snake because it was black and yellow. This was my Steeler snake. It was a carpet python.
Okay.
And they were, dude, I loved them. Like I'd feed them by hand. I mean, just well, hang on. Pour a shot real quick. We will take our break. We're at the 2-hour mark. It is that time to go ahead and
No, I got
give it a second.
I got goosebumps. Now I got to pee, dude.
Now we'll give him a chance to
I thought about snakes.
The next song I have tonight, our buddy Glick that keeps popping on here is good friends with these guys. This is Blacktop Mojo. I don't know if you guys have heard this yet, but this is their version of Dream On. We'll be right back. And that was Blacktop Mojo, guys. You know, I think I'm banging them out on the songs tonight. Honestly.
Yeah, it's good shit, man.
So I guess from here on out, let's not talk about snakes anymore because I don't want my friend over here to be
Dude, I'd rather fucking.
let me put it this way.
No, seriously.
He didn't have to pee outside anymore, so I'm gonna be getting the mop here shortly.
No, seriously. I rather like, go ghost hunting than a snake. So go, hey Steve, either you can like have a snake or go ghost hunting. I'll be like ghost all day. Ghost all fucking day. Fuck to the no.
My bucket list is as random as my life.
Give me. Can you give us a top 3, Rando?
Well, I've got like in this particular book, I've got animal rescue, working an exotic animal rescue. Not really, not exotic. I shouldn't say exotic. I'm not talking puppies and cats. I'm talking like deer and elk and wildlife. You know, like that kind of rescue. Yeah. I want to join a Wild West show. I've been offered twice. And, I want to join a Wild West show. I want to go see Sequoia National Park. I want to volunteer on a ranch, which I should be doing in the spring, and help on a ranch for a week. I want to see the orcas in the wild. I want to go to Alaska and get lost. I want to go to a Renaissance festival, which I will be doing next weekend.
Are you dressing up? Are you dressing up?
As a maiden. I went to Comic-Con. That's been scratched off. I went to Comic-Con.
You're dressing up as a wench.
Am I breaking up to you, Steve-O?
No, you're good.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
so I want to go see the bioluminescent waves in Villa Cayos Island, Puerto Rico. And I want to travel the world and see all the different colors of sand you can see.
I want to go to Thailand one time. There's a bar in Thailand you can go to where you can actually get in the ring. They you know, you can go in, sign a little bit of a waiver, and they'll let you get in there with another customer and just like whack at each other. Muay Thai style.
I would really love to see that.
I just
whack at each other. Whack at each other.
I'm betting on the
I've been to Chichen Itza already. I have been to Ciudad de Juarez. I have been to the Yucatan, and I'm seeing cenotes, which are like big holes in the ground that have water that drips in them. They're like underground pools, but the top's open. Let's see, what else have I done? I've done all kinds of cool shit. I've went to Comic-Con. That was what I did for my birthday this year.
What did you dress up in?
I did not dress up, but I got to see R2-D2 and C-3PO, and I cried when I saw R2-D2. And then I really cried. Okay, of course, you know that these people are like paid actors for Comic-Con, right? For certain, you know, costumes, right?
Right.
And when I met Darth Vader, like I was on video chat with my granddaughter, and I was like, check this out, and I'm showing her everything. And I said, oh, she loves Star Wars. I said, wait, and I'm running across the convention center, and I hold the phone up, and she's like, oh my God, it's this, and it's C-3PO and R2-D2 and Chewbacca. And then something that wasn't there when I was over there was Darth Vader. And I was like, I guess I looked childlike because I was standing there waiting my turn to get my picture with him. And I'm like, and then it was my turn, and he saw how excited I was, and he held his hands out to hug me, and I was like, "Yay!" I got to hug Darth Vader.
Because if you held your hands out, you know what Darth Vader would have done, right?
I'm sorry.
If you held your hands out, you know what Darth Vader would have done.
Oh, he could have.
Right back
He
to the
could have
dark
put.
side. Yeah.
He could have switched me to the dark side.
Oh, no, gloves for Christmas, gloves for fucking Christmas. Holy shit. No. On that note. Oh my God. Sis.
I don't know. We've got,
Do
you
it
know
right.
what? We've got a little bit of time left, and absolutely. We got a little bit of time left
What you
to
got?
prepare for the Monroeville Steel City Con that's coming up here soon. Last time, it's another big. It's like Comic-Con, probably not as big, but obviously it's Monroeville. But I mean, they still have like I think they have 2 a year. One of them, they had like almost the entire cast. We're talking Katie Seagal, Ron Perlman was there. Like they had the entire cast of
Hellboy?
Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
They have some big name people, and I'm telling you, we're right there.
So you're saying you and I should go to Comic-Con?
I think we need to go to Monroe, the Steel City Con. I'd love to go to San Diego and go to the Comic-Con, honestly. And I think we need to get Steve up there, you know, Steve O, to come with us, and Katrina, and we'll just do this big, massive, you know, run wherever, you know. And
What the fuck would you dress up as if you were going to like a con?
me?
Yes.
Ugh. Well, I'm thinking about it, Steve. If you were to go to a Comic-Con, I mean, it's. Would you dress up? And if you would, who? I mean,
Oh,
we're
I'm
just,
totally dressing up, mask and all.
I think for me, it depends on who's there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because
People
when
just
I went to
dress as
the
they
last
lo-
time I
who
went to
they
one
love.
was in the Living Dead weekend in, again, Monroeville, and I went and met Linnea Quigley and a lot of the other cast of Return of the Living Dead.
Okay.
There was a lot of people there dressed up, you know, a lot of females that were dressed up as Linnea Quigley's character in that movie. And dude, I mean, like, she melted. It was amazing to see it. Like, I mean, and some of these girls were like spot on with it. So, I mean, like if we catch the one that happens in the fall, and let's say they have like, you know, I don't know, like say a Friday the 13th, if it, you know, I'd have to go as Jason, honestly.
Okay, that's okay.
The ones I've been to, no, you know, like I said, other than that one, nobody really dresses up. And Steve's excited again.
Aaron Judge just hit another fucking homer.
There you go.
Bottom of the ninth.
You know, they do have the 1-800 that says, you know, if you've got a gambling problem.
Not when you're winning. That I got a winning problem right now.
No. I don't know. Like I said, it depends on who's there. And, you know, you tend to want to go fanboy for the most part. And not in a stupid way, but, you know, the problem I end up running into when I go to these cons, I want to meet everybody. I really do.
They do a lot of these Comic Cons over in Japan.
No, they do more anime stuff over in Japan.
Oh, there was a ton of anime stuff in KC.
Maybe
Kansas-
Waterboy. Maybe
Waterboy, there we go. We can
That's
use a
Emma.
cast of Waterboy. That's perfect. You can do it.
Well, I can't be Rod Stewart.
You can do it all night long.
No, I think you could pull off Kathy Bates though.
Me? She's a woman. How could I, dude? I have dressed.
Foosball is the devil.
I'm giving that one to Steve O.
Oh.
How about,
Oh.
how
I'm
about
giving you
that-
the Bates, bro.
What's up?
what is it? How about the tall guy on Adam Sandler with the his eyes are
Lurch.
No,
Lurch.
Oh my god! Everybody has always wanted me to dress up as Lurch. I have never done it to this day.
Oh, if we did, if you're gonna be Lurch, and then you're gonna have to do it like it's a completely different movie. That's
You
Adam's
rang.
Family.
You rang.
I'd be Uncle Fester.
If the Crypt Keeper says Lurch, I gotta be Lurch.
I'm sorry if that be the thing though. I know good old Steve over there. He's gonna have to be Pugsley. I'm sorry. I would have thought for you an Uncle Fester, but that's too obvious. I could see you pulling off Pugsley. Katrina would be Wednesday.
Why can't I be Wednesday?
Oh, no.
You are no Morticia. Don't even try it. You are Wednesday and Pugsley all day long, guys.
I could do Wednesday. I actually learned the Wednesday dance. I did learn.
And
I do dumb shit.
I'm telling you right now. All that being said, I'll be cousin Knit.
Good. That was gonna be my recommendation. I gotta cover that face up as soon as I fucking can.
Just to make yourself feel better. I mean, you die from comparison, wouldn't you? Aw.
You rang.
You rang. I'll tell you what. I'll just, I'd have to be Thing then. I'll just walk around with, we'll hold my hand up.
If we went to a Comic-Con, I would be like the first 6'9" Deadpool doing the NSYNC dance.
Ah.
I could no. I've already tried the dance, dude. I do dance a whole shit ton.
I think that would be fun, honestly. I mean, and like Comic Cons would be like the adults trick or treat, so to say.
Yeah, I could be a sexy Deadpool.
I could see you pulling off.
I would definitely pull off a sexy Deadpool, 6'9" sexy Deadpool.
Jessica Rabbit.
I haven't I dressed up like her in like 9th grade. Didn't go over well.
Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, she's so hot.
Oh wow.
She was very hot.
Now we're talking Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yep.
Dude, I'm telling you all day long, you're the judge.
Why can't I be Jessica Rabbit?
I don't want to ruin that image for everybody.
I got the boobs. Don't worry about it. Look, cat over there. Is that her giggling?
That was her giggling.
Oh, for fuck's sake. She was tall. All right, I got the tall part covered.
So I don't know.
I just came out the red and the
Oh, wait, I'm you know what? We were talking about bucket lists. I mean, yeah, a good Comic-Con. They have one up in Buffalo.
Yep.
Niagara has one. Well, I mean, same thing.
I think that would be cool.
I've heard of the one in Kansas City. There's a horror movie Comic-Con that, goes across the country. It does Miami, it does Indianapolis, it does, I don't know. Just
I'd be
the
that
Halloween
butcher
kick.
guy. I'd be that butcher guy. What's his name? If we did the
P. Diddy.
oh,
fuck you.
I mean, Steve-O is going to R. Kelly.
What's that? What the heck was that movie? The Butcher.
The
The
Butcher.
horror flick. I think
What?
is that what it was called? Is that what it
I
was
have
called?
no idea what you. Ed Gein?
Dahmer?
I don't know. Sweeney Todd?
Henry's Meat Market?
Bim's Baloney. There's some free publicity for both those places.
I could be Reagan McNeil.
Reagan McNeil. The only Reagan I can think of is Exorcist.
The actress it was Linda Blair.
Yeah. So The Exorcist.
But Bill is your go-to scientist for all things cutting heads off.
Horror movies, he meant. I don't know. Wow. We've definitely hit up on a lot of conversations tonight. That for damn sure. But on that note, we are at the I think we've hit the 2 hour and 20-minute mark. Let's
let's hit them final shots. And because tomorrow we're back. Sportsville.
Thirsty Thursday.
Steve, we're gonna whack out that college. We're gonna hit up that NFL tomorrow at 7 for the weekends. I think the only college one we have on tomorrow really is Army, correct?
Yeah, I'm not too concerned about the one that's coming up.
Yeah, no. Army,
Yeah.
I think it's Army and Temple.
It's weak as shit.
Oh,
Dude.
jeez.
I miss the Maction on Tuesdays. I hope they bring that back.
But we do have tomorrow night. Dallas is taking on. Shoot,
The Giants.
Is it
The
the Giants?
Yeah, it's a giant.
It's the battle of no defenses.
Oh, the red hot Giants right now coming off their first win.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you right now, it's Dallas and Giants total of 45.5. I've already smashed the over. There will be no defense tomorrow.
Well,
And Daniel Jones finds the end zone.
we'll hit that up tomorrow night. So we got our Thursday. Of course, we got Sunday coming up. You know, we always do another open forum Sunday night.
Yeah,
It's our weekend recap.
that's our football hangover.
Yeah, for real.
Football hangover.
Um,
We'll get Steve back on here tomorrow, and we'll get our bets in, our picks in. We'll get Glick's picks.
Well, Glick's going to try and join us on that note. He's going to try and join us, and if he cannot,
We'll still get his picks.
all we got to do is send him the college picks. He'll give us all of them.
We'll get Cat's picks, and then we're gonna find somebody else that's gonna pick shit just because of they like the name. We're gonna run that scientific experiment there, sis. So if you're around tomorrow, trucker buddy,
She had to get her food in her stomach.
yeah. We're gonna get your picks. You're muted. Can't hear a goddamn thing. you
I don't
say.
know. So
Yeah, we'll get your picks just based on colors.
Oh,
There you
there.
go.
yeah.
Is that better?
there we go.
Yes.
I said I'm sorry. I hadn't eaten all day, and I was like sitting here getting woozy.
Quick question. My parents used to say I eat like a trucker. What did a trucker just eat?
What?
My parents always used to say I ate like a trucker. So what did a trucker just eat? Don't say sushi.
Stuffed salad.
Good, you look great. Continue.
Stuffed salad.
All right, so we'll catch you guys on tomorrow night. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming on.
Tomorrow night. Is that what?
Always appreciated.
Anybody got a final shot for us?
This final shot.
Don't stop living. That'll
Oh.
come. The end will come soon enough.
She's dead,
Yeah.
people.
I like it.
Love it.
You guys got a final shot by any chance?
Stephen Cat.
I gave you my good one the other night.
But wait, there's more.
Wait.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Oh my god. Are
What do you? Oh my God! They've never said that to you.
this bitch?
Damn it,
I'll
Steve!
come up
You got a
with-
final shot, brother.
What?
Got a
Somebody
game
got
tomorrow night,
dial-up
anything?
going on?
No,
What's up?
it's the scanner.
No, that's my police scanner going off. I have a fire scanner sitting right.
Oh, Okay, I'm like, is somebody using dial-up in the background?
No.
Yeah, Steve, what the fuck?
You've got mail.
Your time.
Steve-O, Big Steve. What you got, homie?
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, well, he's thinking about it.
No, man. Going back on the whole conversations, man, we were all over the fucking place, dude. Talked about touching a dead body, holding a dead body, being the last person that a person saw. Yeah, think about that shit, because even if it never happened to you, one day it might. You got to think about what you would do in that moment, and it's something that nobody can plan for. It might be a stranger. It might be your friend. Fuck. Might be your dog. You know what I mean? A fucking dog is no different than a fucking person if it's been around long enough. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You look at that dog, and you know what? You were their life. Yeah, I didn't put that out earlier. I kind of thought about my dog.
Aww.
If he ever
Twix.
if he ever fucking went down, I'm like, dude, I would be the last thing he fucking saw.
She just showed a picture of Twix.
Yeah,
He was an asshole.
You know,
I
He
absolutely
was the
love that
love of
dog
my
more than
life.
I mean, and you think about this shit, we kind of get on here and we talk about shit that kind of randomly think about, but you really don't say. And that's what Another Shot podcast is here for, because that's what we do. We do random shit, and that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
conversation.
I think about random shit all day, and then fucking I get on here, and you know what I do? Talk
Go
about
blank.
I'm about super random shit. You know what I mean? Shit that's been going through our mind all day. Might have bugged us, and finally get it out, man. But each and every day, man. Let's continue to be a better person, be a better people, and make this place a better country, one person at a time.
I like it, dude.
Yeah.
That's starting to become your catchphrase. I like it.
Hey, we all matter. If you think you don't, guess what? You fucking do.
Steve, you got something that looks like you want to say, brother. Trying to figure out how to word it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to word it.
You love your wife.
Yeah.
In a non-perverted way, we love your wife.
God always throws curves in your life for a reason. Always stay positive.
Damn, guys. Gonna start stealing my thunder, are you?
Did you go yet?
No.
Oh, you got a tough crowd to follow.
I know. I got some acts to follow. But I will start it off with,
Don't say it.
guys, I got to say this.
There are small players.
No. Hey, nice try.
Do it. Go ahead.
So real quick, guys, we always end the night with this. Oh, anyways, if you've got a question, if you own a diesel, if you want to own a diesel, got any questions about diesels, make sure you hit our boy up, Steve's Diesel Shop LLC. If you see this picture, you can find him on Facebook, Instagram, most of your social medias. The number is 724-269-0477. When you call, you're going to get the sweetest girl in the world answering the phone. She's going to put you on the phone. That's going to answer all your diesel questions, get you back on the road. So make sure you send some love out to Steve's Diesel Shop. Hell, just look him up on Facebook and like his page. I mean, honestly, I'm telling you, you're not going to meet two cooler people. Super chill, super laid back, good friends of mine. My final shot. Yeah, I always say there's,
Do it.
do you want me to say it? There are too many small pleasures out there. Life offers way too many. Yeah, you kind of stole my thunder, and now I'm trying to get my flow back. Guys, what you've said has been really cool. Honestly, guys, day by day, there's no reason to bitch, whine, and cry. I mean, what we've talked about earlier, the whole bucket list thing, guys, make it happen. If there's something you want to do out there, I'd mentioned circumstances. There's always a way around those circumstances. So You know, if there's something you want to do, something you want to have fun, you know, if there's something someplace you want to see, hell, just make a phone call. I haven't talked to this dude in 20 years. I haven't talked to this girl I haven't seen since high school. You know, just make the phone call. Hit them up. Forget this, you know, Facebook and all that stuff. Actually make a phone call. You know, hell, write a letter. Go old school with it. You know, take your kids, go out, have some fun. There's always something out there to do. I mean, we're force-fed too much negative anymore. On that note,
You inspired me, man. I don't think it takes a scratch off to make you realize how rich you are.
ooh, even I like it. I like it.
Well, it is, man. No. What your word just said, man. That just made me think that. Don't take a scratch off. It does take money for you to fulfill your dreams. Because you know what?
Ball games and barbecues.
Your dreams are under your roof.
Truth be told, true words have never been spoken. Guys, make sure you hit us up tomorrow night for our Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah, it's fuck lick night.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, you better hope he's not on there right now because we're gonna invade.
He is.
You know, we're on. Oh, I forgot to mention. So it is official now, 100%. Tuesday night at the Mustangs. Yours truly. Here's a little plug for my DJ stuff.
Oh my god, you didn't tell me that.
Yes, it is now official. I'm sorry. We will be doing a Tuesday night trivia night at the Mustang, hosted by me.
Oh, so I need a new partner.
What, for Tuesday night?
Yeah, you can't fucking host and be my partner. It's like cheating.
Yeah, but then again, you can also be another host.
No, I want to win.
Why don't
If you need help with questions,
I should have. I'm going to make sure to post
I
it.
might have had a fucking ball.
It was just 100% solidified today. We finalized everything. I'm still, you know, putting together the final stuff on it. But by Tuesday, we'll be ready to fucking rock. Hey guys, I'm looking forward to seeing you. Much appreciate everybody coming out tonight. I do apologize for the internet. That is another thing we are going to be working on. Him and I have been in discussion, and trust me, here in the very near future, we are going to fix that problem. And if you think this is cool, wait till you see what we got in store for you guys. I promise you. Make sure you like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. We are so close to hitting those marks. Guys, this is fun. Oh, we're on Instagram too. I guess I better post that out there.
Yeah, fucking whatever you want, man. Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. And as always, what we say on this show is always going to be our opinion. But then again,
Maybe it's the alcohol.
always get a designated driver?
you caught that at the right moment. Hey, we'll see you guys later.